Does honoring thy mother and father apply to? Let's say we tell a kid honor your mother and father, and their mother and father is living foul.
So you don't
And
have good. You don't have good.
I'll let y'all say whatever y'all want on the foul part. Basically, it's not abiding by God's law.
Okay.
Does that law still apply to them?
Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Pops and Socks. I'm your host, Anthony Jones, and these are the socks out here. It's my brother to my left, Bakari and Drew. Say what up, Bakari.
Say goodbye.
First of all, you're not gonna be giving me orders out here.
I did that on purpose.
You ain't gonna be giving me orders.
Bakari
out
feels
here.
some type of way every time I do that, so that's the reason I do
Say
that.
what up. Nah, what's up, Pops and Socks? How y'all doing out there in podcast land? Or should I say in Socks land out
But
here?
you come in here and defile the sanctum with slides on here.
First of all, look here. As y'all see right now, I got my child on my lap. I'm showing y'all the pops of the sock side of me. So
Basically, the
I
slides
kind
are
of forgot.
anytime
I
you have
kind
to
of
get up
forgot
and
the
move.
slides. I forgot to take out the slides. Let me do it for the piece one time. My fault. These are my Balenciaga slides.
I don't those are Balenciagas.
But yeah. Look, glad to be back. Glad to see y'all.
Over here.
To be my sunshine.
I thought you were singing
Over the
the
red
Black National Anthem for a second.
I don't know what was happening to my right. To my right, my brother Shaka. Say what
So
up.
hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
What? I thought the people just trying to say what's up out here.
What's up? Hey, man. What's up, guys? I was feeling myself. It's raining outside right now, so I like to dip into my rainy day playlist. Everybody should have a rainy day playlist.
I don't have one. I need to.
You should think about it.
I need to.
What's the first song you think about when you think about the rain? It's either one or two. Either Temptations or Mary J. Blige. There's a couple other ones out there.
Probably Temptations.
Really?
And I wish it would rain.
That's you hit it. There you go.
That's what you gonna get. I'm gonna leave it on that.
I was like, okay.
I'm gonna leave it off that. Let's go ahead. Before I mess it up again.
That was halfway decent there.
All right. Ivory, you want to say something to the podcast people?
Say, Bakari.
Oh, wow.
You want to say something?
Say
So
hi.
we're not going to just see that pop off?
Oh
See
no.
the pop off?
She-
All right,
she
stop
is
forcing
not-
that girl to do that
All right,
dance
hey,
like you
look
mama. Hey, do that dance.
Look
Girl,
here,
do that,
hey,
y'all.
for y'all who don't know out there in podcast land, this is my youngest daughter right here, Ivory.
Ivory.
Look,
Say
she
hi,
wanted to
Ivory.
join us on the podcast. You sure you don't want to say nothing?
Where's
I
Zozo?
can tell by her
Nah, she
hands,
said
her
she-
Where's
placement.
Zozo?
She was wild. She is so confused. She don't know what's going on. She said, "I'm just gonna sit here,
said, you don't see the
Daddy. I don't
crowd
feel
out
safe
here?
right now."
You don't
Straight
see
up.
the crowd out here, baby?
Nah, don't
All
worry.
right.
Ivory's gonna be a
doing what
star.
Before anybody else says something, I want to say it first. Y'all can't make fun of me if I make fun of myself. I know my shorts is mad short. All right,
He got them
They-
hoochie
they-
daddies
they,
on.
They low key uncomfortable, but I'm trying to make them comfortable. Okay, so make fun of me. You can't because I already mentioned it. Ha ha.
Nah.
All
We,
right?
don't worry. We'll pick up where y'all left off at.
I feel like Eminem in 8 Mile. I'm trying to pull an Eminem from 8 Mile. You can't make fun of me if I talk about it myself first.
All right. I said, well, don't worry. We're gonna address these. We're
We-
gonna address
we
these
gonna
socks,
address
and
it.
we're gonna address these.
You see it?
Shaka is living his best life this week.
Straight up.
Speaking of best life, how's y'all's week been?
I'm good.
Good. I see. Like I said, your guest. She looks comfortable. So yeah, Bakari, life is good.
We've been good. Nah, life has been in shambles this week.
It ain't
man.
been in
Just-
shambles, bro.
Just with honestly trying to get organized again with going back to school, picking up these classes, having to study, work, be a father, husband. Yo, it's a lot on your plate. It's a lot on my plate.
I felt
Oh
that.
man, and I'm trying to sit there and scarf it all down. But truthfully, I'm blessed because I'm still doing it. I'm
That's
still,
right.
I'm still standing.
I'm still here.
I'm still strong.
Okay, Antoine Fisher.
So nah, truthfully, it's been good. It's been hard, but it's been good. I can tell you that much.
That's what's up.
How's your week been, Shaq?
My week has been very well, but I want to take it back. Quick story time to last week. Watch me tell this in a minute and a half. So 2 Sundays ago, right before I go to church, Mama Shade, I'm going to talk about you. So you let my dog out the house. And if anybody knows good old Domino.
You're not going to talk about Mama Shade like that.
I'm going to talk about Mama Shade. And I'm going to talk about my dog.
She's
all
one
right?
of our avid supporters out
absolutely.
here.
We love you.
She about to get a free pair of socks out here.
Yeah, when we start dropping these socks, you got the first free pair.
You okay? But back to the story. LaShonda and her mom were going to church to see LaShonda's mom's brother get baptized. And LaShonda's mom has Zola in her arms. She opened up my screen door with her back to the dog. You don't do that, all right? As soon as that screen door opened up at a smooth 20-degree angle, Domino saw the opportunity. He said, Bakari, you know what this feels like, right? You remember last time you let my dog out at night?
What'd you do?
So I didn't let him out.
You did.
That wasn't me.
Was that
Who you
Brittany?
blame it on?
He was already out. I had pulled up and I seen him take off, and that's when I had to try to come and help
I think
you.
I know because you had came back. I think because you thought you had dropped something. Remember, I think you thought you left your wallet, so you had came back to look for your wallet on the ground. But I think you already had.
Because that's when you left him out all night, and he came back in the morning, right?
Yeah, but I think
I didn't let him out that time.
Brittany. That was Brittany.
It probably
Somebody came to the door.
It's probably in my household,
opened up
but it
the
wasn't
door.
me.
Now it's you playing.
in his
You are the
household.
head of your house. You're gonna take this blame, big dog. So anyway, with LaShonda's mom, the screen opened up just for a little bit. Pow! Domino was out. And right before he got out, I had told myself I'm gonna be on time for church. I'm gonna be good. This is gonna be a great Sunday. I spent 45 minutes chasing this ignorant little dog all around my neighborhood. 45 minutes that I could have been on time for church. I was so ready. I was going, you good father. If you asked me if I was singing that song while I was looking for my dog, I was not. All right?
Oh, no.
God was not pleased with my verbiage as I was looking for this dog.
Show mercy, Father.
I sent y'all a text. I said, hey, whatever test God has sent for me, I felt it. With flying colors. But luckily, my great cousin CJ was there. This is how God plans things. He was visiting his mom, who lives 2 doors down from me, and CJ was actually able to trap Domino in a corner and bring him back. Best believe I laid holy hands
Punch
on
him
that
in
dog.
both eyes before you return him.
Oh.
In both eyes.
Best believe when Domino got back in the house, we were throwing hands.
Oh,
Right?
Domino, as soon as you walk in the door, hey family.
What's up? He walked in. He got back inside my house. His tail was already tucked. Like he knew what was going down.
Just let me show what I did for y'all real quick.
I just walked
I
myself.
sat here the whole time.
Oh,
He
my
said, I walked
God.
myself, so you didn't have to.
Nah, forget all that. Because last time he was out for over 24 hours and barking at every. Imagine if my dog was right in front of your place barking all night to where you couldn't get any sleep.
I'm calling the pound.
Tell me
Do
what
they
they
have
gonna
dogs?
do? Huh?
Do they have dogs?
Who?
The person who he was barking at.
Oh yeah.
He's probably outside front. Look, hey Christina.
Hey Christina.
Hey Christina.
Hey, I'm outside.
I'm outside, y'all.
Just like
Christina.
house party.
He said, "Psst, come on,
Hey
please.
Sheree.
Go away, Domino.
Hey Sheree.
I'm gonna give you in trouble. For my own to sit there and see you.
I'm telling you, if Domino knows you got a dog in your house, he will sit at your front door and bark to the high
Hey,
hat.
what up? We out
Hey, y'all, I'm
here.
out.
And-
You know, Domino probably feel like Antoine Fish out here.
Oh, he does. Oh,
Nah.
absolutely.
Nah, your
Hey, hug
dog.
my neck.
We got a long tangent on a dog, but I imagine Domino when he get free is like the thing from Pets. You ever see that movie?
Yes.
That's why I imagine he's running to the neighborhood telling all his friends, break away from your owners.
He was doing his best. And the fact that I had to chase him literally, I think I got in a good 3 miles in that 45 minutes.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, it was bad.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have made it that far.
All right.
I said, forget
Isaiah, your
it.
dog ran away. That's what I told him.
Now,
Yeah,
that story that was supposed to be told in a minute and 30.
It would have been a minute 30 if y'all stopped interrupting.
that was Bakari.
Thank you. As always,
my
it's all right.
goodness. We're gonna talk about people taking blames out here. That's what we're gonna talk about. But nah, Jones, how was your week, man?
Look,
Speak on it. And that's
mind-blowingly
enough.
stressful. He couldn't wait for it. Nah, it was pretty wild this past week, but the Lord's still faithful. He's still moving.
Yes, that's love.
So again, I'm praying. Pray for me as we pray for you guys. We really do pray for you guys, all our listeners, about your weeks, your families. Things don't always work out in the way that we initially want them to, but the only thing I can hold on to, and it's always faithful and it's always true, is God is still good. He's still on the throne.
That's it.
God.
All right. Let's dabble in here. Again,
With
we
these
probably
subjects.
did a little too much talking off camera because we probably talked about this in circles. Because, again, we are one of those group. I don't know if this is it's a roundtable discussion.
Kind of, sort of.
More almost a debate cycle. I don't know. It's almost like first take out here.
I
But
like it.
we got on the topic of honoring thy mother and their father. What does that really look like? What does that really mean? Because again, we all have kids, but we were talking about what does that look like practically walking it out? Bakari had actually a point that he was talking about making. I say that because he has a baby in his arms, kick flipping over here. Ivory just living her best life.
Oh, this is baby girl right here. I'll tell you right now. She
She a
honors
little too
me.
big to be held like that now, right?
She
Yeah.
about
honors-
6'5".
Look like you're holding a secretary.
She honors me. She looking at me crazy. She said,
She
"Damn,
said,
you
"Yo,
know."
As you
what's
should
all
be.
that for?"
But all right, so let's hit on it.
Okay.
I'll ask the question, and then y'all can give me y'all's feedback on it. Does honoring thy mother and father apply to? Let's say we tell a kid honor your mother and father, and their mother and father is living foul.
Basically, you don't
And
have good. You don't have good. earthly parents.
I'll let y'all say whatever y'all want on the foul part. Basically, it's not abiding by God's laws.
Okay.
Does that law still apply to them?
Of course.
Absolutely. We won't talk about laws now. Laws
Okay.
still apply whether you
let
like
the
them
people
or not.
know. Let the people know your situation, or let them know your side. Just curious though, because I'm thinking. So what does honor mean? Let's break that down. What does honor mean?
It means whatever you want it to mean in this moment. I ain't gonna look up the definition.
Somebody look up the
I got you,
definition. That's
fam.
why we need to look
Got
up
it.
the definition.
Nah, man. What does honor mean to you?
What does honor mean?
Honor is like to me, it's another word for almost like respect,
No,
Acknowledging.
acknowledgement.
Let's look it up and see.
It's not like when you say
'Cause
fear
that way we can-
God.
that way we
we
can
don't
have
really
facts
mean be terrified.
Whenever
of
we
Jesus.
give our statement.
You know what I'm saying? But then you gotta look
Honor.
up what honor meant biblically, not what
Okay,
Webster's
we can do that though. We
definition.
got
But
time.
we don't have time that much time.
We ain't got no time to be looking up the Hebrew definition.
Nah, we don't have
back
all
to
that.
the Greek.
We should have done that before the
Yeah,
show if that's the
so-
case. But it does say version 1 for honor. It says honesty, fairness, integrity of one's belief and actions. It says, or the other one, high respect as for worth, merit, or rank. So I think when I hear
I like the
honor,
second
Integrity of one's belief.
it
I
said
like the second
integrity.
one makes more sense.
The
for
second
me.
one makes more sense. And I feel like it says to be, and Webster gives a word. It says to be held in honor, high respect as for worth, merit, or rank. And I think when it says honor your mother and your father, think about for your kids, right? This is again, I try to think of our quote our non-believer listeners or ones who are not this year yet. When it says honor your mother and your father, when your children, you want your kids to quote respect you, not of what you've done, not of if you're living quote a good life. Let's be honest, these kids ain't worried about. They don't go to school. I wonder if daddy is living a righteous life today.
Oh no, no.
But
boy.
you want them to the fact that you are their father is in within a rank that you would then ask them to respect you as such.
Yeah.
And how you hold that accountable in your household could be completely different. So it's just saying that it doesn't say honor your mother and father if they did good or if they lied. It says honor your mother and father. Like I still have to respect my father who necessarily wasn't there for being my father. I just try to share respect. Then say I don't like every decision that he makes. I don't like everything, or my mother in the sense of every decision or anything they have to say. It's just I have to show respect for that.
That's it. You just gotta. I think when it comes to honoring, it said holding in high regard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like that. You ain't gotta idolize them, but just respect them for who they are. Like you might not have had a great teacher, but you still gotta respect your teacher. In the same way that we tell kids, "Hey, respect your elders." Even though I feel like kids in this generation, they respect elders. Nah, forget that. You gotta give respect to give respect.
You know
so
what? I
as you
think
grow up, and your mother and father who are not living a righteous life, I'm not trying. Like I don't want people to take this as into that means I got to disrespect my parents. No, it is not.
No,
This
it's totally different.
I am not telling y'all if your parent,
Don't do
if you
that.
know your parent. And I'm speaking for more of the middle school to high school, because that's when you can kind of really understand kind of what your parents, or you might see what your parents are doing, might understand what your parents are doing. Yeah. This does not mean disrespect your parents. I promise you, I would never tell any kid to disrespect their parent.
Absolutely not.
But at the same time, like I said, what does it mean for that kid who knows their parents are not doing right and they're still having to follow the rules under their parents' house? But also, let's say in another sense that they read the Bible and they know God's law, but they know that God's law does not match up with the mother and father's laws of the house. Whose laws do they follow?
They follow the Lord's, but wouldn't you?
That's okay, so but then you said honor.
I said I didn't. It didn't say
said
obey.
So, yeah.
It didn't say. It said honor. That means you should respect them as
just
look at the Bible. What does it say?
Just
because I know. I think one it says. Does it say obey in one of them? I don't know for sure. I thought it might have, but I don't want to put words in the Bible.
You know that boils down to exactly what Shaka's saying. What you're saying. If you don't have honor in your own household, meaning whatever my mom or dad says is optional, meaning if they don't have to follow said rules, what makes you think as a kid I'm going to listen to my teacher? What makes you think that again, if you're not honoring people in your house, if it don't start in your house first, how are you going to honor, even if, let's just say, if these quote teachers and everybody are perfect, how am I going to honor them if I don't respect my mom or honor my mom and dad? How am I going to respect any leadership, my boss, right? Because everybody's like, we live in a generation, everybody's their own boss, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and there are people that can do those things, but not everybody. That's called the ministry of helps. Even if everybody on this planet became an entrepreneur, somebody still has to work for somebody. Somebody still has to help.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to get that confused. But I'm saying is, how can you go into a workplace and when your boss says, "Hey, can you send me that email?" and you got an attitude all the time, and the boss might not even mean anything negative or any disrespectful about it. Or how can you have a coach? That's what coach kids.
We talked about that before.
Yeah, we talked about last time. How is it going to be? It's going to be super hard and very difficult as a coach if there's not respect or honor in some area shown in that house, because that kid is gonna be like, "Who are you? You ain't my daddy. You ain't my mama."
So by just listening to your parents, I guess, wishes, you would say that shows honor. So by following instructions is what you're saying.
Being willing to
follow. But you also got to know that there's a cap to it. If a parent is out here saying, "I need you to go steal this blanket from the store so we can have something to sleep with," you ain't gonna do nothing crazy. If you know your parent is a drug addict and your parent tells you to go to the corner store and steal something, come on now. You're not gonna honor your parents in that way by stealing for them.
But the kid who always grew up seeing that's what they think that they have to honor. Just like how our kids grow up and they don't see us stealing, and we tell them that they honor our actions more than our words sometimes. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I feel like those kids my fault, I got to follow the mic. I feel like those kids that are growing up in that's what they're honoring. So what do you tell a kid who, like I said, who's now who's been redeemed or who has been saved that they my fault. Like I said, this is the pops and socks.
Hey, we got real live stuff going on.
So what do you say, or how do you tell a kid you still have to honor your mother and father whose actions are different from God's laws? Like I said, they grew up in that. I understand what y'all saying. Trust me. It's obeying your mother and father's wishes or instructions that they give you. Also, following their actions. But like I said, how do you sit there and obey their laws when you know that their laws do not match up with God's laws? Because some parents are not living right.
As a young kid, we didn't really follow God's law. The law was whatever your parents told you.
Exactly. Until you grew up.
Now,
as an adult, you on your own. As an adult.
Once you become an adult, and if that's the same case, if you're a grown person, again, if your parents are still making quote laws for you as an adult, then we have other issues.
So you got daddy issues.
There's some other issues, and I'm not saying like you still. That's the reason it says honor, meaning you still hold them as high regard, that high worth in your life, but that does not mean that they dictate and rule your life.
No,
You know, I feel like
that's
for my
why when
mom.
you grow up, you leave your mother and father's house.
Right. So the example would be my mom. She calls me all the time. Listen, sometimes, Lord, I love you, Mom, with all my heart. Shout out to Tracy out here.
I already know what
With
you're about
everybody,
to say.
every parent here. Anthony, you know you need to be doing X, Y, Z. I don't get upset. Or actually, I do. I just roll my eyes on the side of the line. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. I gotta go. When this conversation starts turning left, every parent, you know, that's when I'm like, all right, I love you with all my heart. I say I'll talk to you a little bit later, but I don't get upset. I don't yell because she's still my mother.
Yeah.
I hang up the phone and be like, all right, Lord, help me compartmentalize.
Hey, get it right, my man.
Yeah, that's a word right there.
That's
like
a
I said,
whole
that's a
word.
whole word of what she was trying to say. And I know she has the best intention, but sometimes it comes off a certain way.
Yes.
But I didn't. Was I rude? No. Was I disrespectful? No. But did I take what she was? Did I take her quote law or what she had to say? Absolutely not. Because I'm a grown man at this point. I know what's kind of best for my life.
At what point do you have to? I guess at what point does that not apply to you no more? To where you have to follow your parents' instructions?
When you
Well,
become
you're
an
an
adult.
adult. You grow.
At what point do you become an adult?
I guess
Whenever you feel like you can start making your own livelihood decisions. Whenever you get out your parents' house, all right?
Yeah.
When you can start fitting. If you still depend on your parents for everything support wise, nah, you still in their house. If I was still living at my mama's house at 30, guess what? I still gotta abide by her law.
The exactamundo. I actually had one point. I had to move back in my mom's house after I moved out in a while. And again, I have tasted the fruit of being on your own and living your own house rules. Not that you do anything crazy, but it is amazing, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely.
But when I had to move back into her house, she was telling me to do certain things or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had to, and it went against my ego and
you
my
had to
flesh.
check yourself before
And I was
you
like,
wrecked yourself.
well, Anthony,
You are?
whose house are you under? Whose roof are you under?
Exactly.
Despite whatever you may think or what's going on.
Whether you help paying bills or not.
Right. You still are under her roof. So I have to abide by her said law.
Yep. I remember after I graduated from college, I thought that I was a whole grown adult.
I was
I had to
grown.
move right back in with my mama house. You know, I moved back. It is my mama house, man. I don't know what you're talking about. But the moment I was there, she said, you better tell me where you're going and don't get back too late. And I automatically want to say, but I'm grown. And I caught myself.
I am grown.
I said, this is not my house.
You're right.
So it's all about just respecting what your parents tell you. But when you, like we said, when you get of a certain age, you know the difference between right and wrong. If your mom is out here telling you to do ratchet things or your pops is telling you to do ratchet things, you're not going to go do those ratchet things.
Unless you really, I mean, again, we all know everybody grows up in different circumstances.
Exactly.
And
Like
situations.
what would you do if your son was at home and they're crying all on the bedroom floor because they're hungry?
And
the only way to feed them is
to
to, for a little bit of money. But their daddy's gone.
In and out of lockdown. I ain't got a job now.
So for you, this is just a good time, but for me,
It's just
that's what I
life.
call. That's what I call life.
It's like you made a lot of bad decisions.
That's
what it sound like. God ain't have nothing to do with that. That was all you.
It got everything to do with God.
He's a woman.
That was all your decisions out here.
Nah, that was that person's Job experience.
Nah. That was not
That was that person's Job experience.
You decided to have the
Nah,
unprotected. You decided. You did all that.
All right.
Did they though?
To shift gears from a little bit of lighter note.
Anywho.
Shaka, you said you had some other questions?
Y'all don't want to fool with my questions, but anywho, thank you for asking. So, if we are stranded on an
Oh
island,
my
right?
gosh!
We stranded.
I apologize.
He's been drinking that Ragnarok water.
So we're stranded on an island, and you're only allowed to bring 3 CDs with you to keep you company. And somehow you have a CD player with you because we all still rocking with CD players. What
CD players?
3 CDs are you bringing with you to this deserted island?
CDs.
What CDs or because you just can't say 3 songs because I'm not listening to the same 3 songs over and over
I
again.
throw that bad boy to
What 3 CDs are you bringing with you on this island to keep you company? And you're on this island for a year.
Oh.
Shot, what does it matter
360.
with 3 CDs, brother?
Because you
Them batteries
need
gonna die in 3 weeks.
No, you try.
Yeah, he might be on
First
the
of all, nah.
Them batteries.
On this
What's the point of having a
island,
CD player?
there's ways to eat. You can make a hut. You build roofs. for
What
a living.
energy shock are you going to use to sit there and power your CD player for a
I'm
whole
at night.
year?
When it's solar power, man.
So
Solar
God is
power-
going to sit there and just drop batteries out the sky, huh?
That's what the sun is, right?
So you going What solar power CD player did they have back in the day?
What desert island are we on right now?
Huh?
Just go with the flow, all right?
Nah, I'm just
Go with
curious
the
though.
flow.
Now we gotta break this down.
They make CD players
We
right
gotta
now.
break this down. Look,
All
I
right.
blame my
so,
biology
so
teacher
to
for this. She
appease,
helps me
so
break
to
down.
appease Bakari, you got 5,000 Energizer Bunny batteries to keep your CD player going.
Now what
for
you
a
doing
whole
with
entire year.
5,000 energy?
Shut up, Bakari.
I'm just
No, I
curious
hate
though.
you.
Where was you going with this?
Hey, yo, my man.
Where
So
was you
got
going with
three-
5,000 batteries?
Okay, let's say you stuck on a toilet and you can't get off the toilet for 3 hours and you got 3 CDs to listen to and you got to listen to the whole entire CD before you get up off that toilet, before your legs lock up. What 3 CDs you listening to?
I'm on a tour for 3 hours regardless.
You're wildin'.
Look, Brittany know that's my
You
look.
got
Brittany know
another
that's my place of peace.
3 hours. is
Yeah,
a
you're a
long
real
time.
sicko out here.
Nah, you get up, your legs start feeling like the white screen.
Time.
Legs
But
tingle.
nah, all right, so let's play to your
Give
to
me,
your
give
story.
me, give me your first CD. And then Anthony, you give me one CD.
All right,
and then
so
I'll give
my
you one.
first CD I would have to pick.
You're taking too long, all right?
Dang.
All right,
Hurry
know
up.
which one.
All right, Anthony, go.
Kanye West late registration.
Late registration.
Classic.
That is a classic. What about you, Bakari? Let's go back to you.
I would have to go to my first ever CD that I bought.
Luda.
Ludacris.
That
Word of mouth. Word of mouth out here.
You ludicrous for that CD.
First of all,
That CD was classic.
that was
It was
probably Ludacris's best work.
All right, Shaka, which one's
Big
yours?
Afro. My first CD I'm gonna have to go with is the Miseducation of
Lauryn Hill.
Oh yeah, the greatest female MC of all time.
Was rocking. Matter of fact, I actually listened to that whole album on the way to Myrtle Beach.
Really?
I'm pretty sure you.
I actually have that physical CD.
Don't you got the record?
No, I got the College Dropout record.
Hey,
gotcha.
another classic.
Another one. All right, so I'll go back to me. So after the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I'll probably go with Kanye's classic, The Colegio Dropout. I'm going with the College Dropout. The first, the OG, the original. Original crispy.
I'm going to skip that one. Go ahead and go Bakari because I think, to be honest with you.
Honestly, I would take mine. I'm gonna take mine back. Like this is
Take it back.
Yeah, Ivory.
Black Moses.
Black Moses. You ain't
Black
listening to no
Moses.
Isaac Hayes.
Bro, Isaac Hayes. Brittany tell you. I'll be on the Isaac Hayes
A
kick.
whole entire album. You know how long those songs were back in the 70s?
8 minutes
One
long.
song was 8 minutes long.
Bro.
Your knees and
You
your
listen,
legs
look,
that
you
turned
got
into
the
TV
you got
static.
the Black Moses album.
I got it, and I've listened to it. Never can say goodbye.
No.
Hey, I never can say. All right, enough. So you listening to Black Moses? We got
The
it.
Black Moses.
I like that. That might be my other favorite.
I
right there.
think I'm going to go ahead and catch it. Then I think I'm going to go the opposite direction.
Uh-huh.
One of my favorite CDs is, I don't know if you heard that, Frank Ocean Blonde. Classic. No, sorry. The Orange Channel. Orange Channel is definitely one of my favorites.
There's
Frank
a Frank
Ocean.
Ocean song that I think it might be on that album, and I can't think of how it
I
goes.
really never
but-
messed with Frank Ocean. I mean, I heard
You denying yourself greatness,
I'm
brother.
saying like I'm not denying it because I don't want
I've
it.
been thinking about forever.
I'm just saying some songs I rock with, but most of it I was just like, all right, cool.
Are you know, that's why
He's another weekend type for me.
Wow.
wow, you sleep.
He's another
I won't really
weekend.
compare him to the Weeknd.
Yeah, he's nowhere
I can
near
kind
me.
of see that comparison a little bit. Ugh. Okay,
right.
we on to our last one.
Yep.
All right, my last album that I'll bring with me on this island or
thought we was
my
only taking
extended
two.
toilet stay is The Presence is a Gift, and I just want to be. Do 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 do.
I ain't gonna lie. I listened to that CD and B was probably my favorite song on there.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, that the way that whole entire album just starts out with the boom, boom, boom.
Common lyrically, I think he might be top 3 lyrically.
Top 3. Who's your top 3?
No, we're not gonna go to that discussion. We still on
Nah,
CD.
you said top 3.
Nah, we're not gonna go to that yet.
Okay,
we
okay.
still on the CD kick.
You right.
But lyrically,
Why
Common.
you gonna say we're not going there yet, but he'll bring up lyrically.
I'm saying lyrically though. But because Shaq was talking about his last
I
CD.
want to be as free as the spirits of those who left. I'm talking Malcolm, Coltrane, my man Yusef. Through death grew conception, rebirth through resurrection.
You know, look,
what
you
the
know,
direction?
I'm just saying, look, Common might listen. You forget this is a podcast out here. I'm not trying to get that call from Warner Brothers talking
First
about.
of all, you can sing it all you want as long as you don't have the actual song.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
in case.
Go ahead, Jones. What you got?
CD number
Common rock with us.
3.
He's a friend of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, Common is when we're speaking into existence. Shout out to Young Common.
That's it.
He hit me up the other day. You know, not yet, but it's going to happen.
The time I met Oprah, Kanye, go ahead.
Right. Sheesh. CD number 3. I think, again, that kind of encapsulates my young experience a little bit. A lot of the gang violence, but is that Kendrick Lamar?
Hey,
The
good
first
kid.
one, Good Kid, Mad City.
Good kid, man.
My goodness,
Damn.
when I first heard that CD,
Damn.
I bought the CD.
You actually bought the CD?
I went and bought the CD. First of all, the car I had.
When did that come out?
That literally came out when I was in college, bro.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think I was a junior. Yeah,
I
junior.
don't think I was on Kendrick like that when he first came out like
I
that.
was. When I first heard it, I was like,
That's
yo, this
crazy.
is bananas.
Was that the CD that had All's My Life I Has to Fight? Hard times like I
Yeah,
messed up,
we
homie,
gonna
you
be
messed
all
up,
right,
homie,
yeah.
we gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
I mean, I might have been going through it during that time, but yeah, that one was
Oh
classic.
man, you know what Kendrick is? He's
He's on a different planet.
he is. I'm trying to think lyric. I was gonna give him top 5, but there's too many to pick. We were talking about lyrics.
Okay, Shaka, what was your last CD?
I already gave y'all my 3.
Oh, yeah, you said.
Lauren, Common, and Kanye.
Oh yeah, Bakari Snup. My bad.
All that neo soul.
I do like the neo soul.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know what my third one would be, to be honest. 'Cause I really never. I guess with me, I mess with some albums, but I was listening more just of tracks than I was albums.
You part of the problem this generation out
You
here.
know
But if I had to pick,
Pick John Legend to switch it up.
I was either thinking
Come
John
on
Legend
and
or I was gonna
go
go with Wale, More About Nothing.
With me.
That album was an instant
Man,
classic.
there's
I almost
only
think that was
2 or
too.
3 good songs on. You talking about the mixtape or the actual album?
The album itself.
Wale me more nothing.
I listen. The only bad I say quote bad because it wasn't my personal favorite. Wale mixtape album, whatever I ever heard was Ambition. That was the only one I just didn't like. But other than that, I've never heard a bad one from him. He's got classics.
I feel like he's falling
I
off the
might
flat earth.
honestly, just because I'm in the bathroom and I'm stuck, I really don't want to hear no slow jams by John Legend.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Wale. And also, we in the bathroom for 3 hours. You mean to tell me you just gonna sit there on the toilet?
Nah, y'all
Bro,
didn't want.
I'm
You
popping
could
the
have went.
screws out.
You could have went.
I'm taking the
with
doors off
my-
the hinge.
You could have went on my beach idea, but you said, nah, son. It's too illogical. Just like being on the toilet that long is illogical.
Yeah, but look, we
Philosophical,
we went with your
tropical.
fairy tale.
I'm feeling very nautical. I'm on the ocean. What?
All right, we
How
have
much
a few
time we
minutes.
got?
We have a few minutes left about.
Are we still good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
54?
Okay.
We good?
What time is it?
We good?
51 seconds.
No,
51
we,
minutes.
we still got a lot of time. So,
51
Bakari,
minutes.
how much would I have to
Yeah,
pay you
Lil'
to
Cut
cut
off
your
again.
hair, bro?
Nah.
How much would I
Nah,
have
let's go to the debate.
How much would it? How much would it? What?
Nah, huh? How much money you got to get paid to cut your hair off right now?
How much?
$50.
Bro,
$50?
there's no amount of money that'll cut the top of my hair off out here.
Really?
No.
What would you
Top
do
of the
if?
head
What would
or
you do
hair?
if Ivory got a hold of them clippers and just shaved a middle part like the Red Sea down the middle of your head? What if she put a patch in your hair like the
Why are
barber
we
shop?
doing this?
Nothing. No, your
See-
middle. I do have a good question, and I believe this has really happened. Every parent can adjust before we lose our audience because I feel like we're rambling, but we're going
That's what
somewhere.
we do best.
What did your child do? The most frustrating thing your child has done or broken so far in your life?
My heart.
Broke my heart. Well, we know that's an hourly occurrence. It feels like sometimes with
I'm
kids.
so sorry.
For example, I'll go ahead and share mine. I'm trying to sum my story up real fast.
Oh, we about to talk about you.
Yeah, Isaiah, my son, again, if you know this is Pop Socks, we have all the kids at our house today. So if you see kids coming through, walking through, talking, please disregard. As you can see,
right.
Ivory's actually been really, really good.
Yeah.
Sitting
Baby
here
girl
too.
rocking with that.
Way to
But
go.
Isaiah, when he was
Idaho.
2 years old, I had Bakari was there. I got me a brand new flat. I think it's like a 45-inch flat screen TV. Don't matter my size because that's all the money I could afford. He was 2. I never forget. I had bought it from Walmart at midnight for some reason. At the time, me and his mom, we were out at we was at Walmart, and you know those random like yellow stickers they just got on the boxes.
Oh yeah.
It just so happened this one was like $100. The rest of them were like $150, $140.
I'll take
so
it.
I asked the dude, "What's wrong with this one?" He said, "Nothing. This one just marked down."
Yeah.
So I was geeked because again I was about to go back to school, about to college, and I had one of those. Look, fat back TVs.
Yeah.
Dumb
Those
heavy.
joints be heavy for no reason.
Bro, I lived on the third floor. There's no elevator.
Oh.
Hillman,
Oh.
get you an elevator. Matter of fact, get AC. There's a lot of stuff Hillman needs.
But
But
one of the cars.
I was so excited mainly because I was like, I'm gonna be able to carry this up to the room. I'm gonna be good. All of a sudden, I never forget. The next morning, I had this TV a total of 6 hours.
6 hours.
Or excuse me, 8, because we just got up. Me and his mom, we went to the kitchen to make Isaiah a bottle. And now, mind you, he has never done this a day. To this day, he's never done this.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from. I had my TV set on like my old dresser because it was rickety. I lived in my mom's house at the time. So all of a sudden, we're making him cereal and we're here talking. All of a sudden, we hear a crash in the room. We sprint back here. Isaiah's laying on the look like a Ninja Turtle laying on his back. Look, he's crying. Now the dresser didn't fall on him. And my mom was going off. She's like, I knew you should have got rid of that dresser or whatever. I said, Mom, this dresser has never buckled or wavered. It's just a fall.
Snap.
I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
But now he was fine. And I look at my TV face down. I was like, no, God, no. Don't do me like this, Lord Jesus, please.
My gosh.
Please.
My gosh.
I realized when I lifted the dresser back up, all the drawers and stuff were out, which is weird. I'm like, how did this happen? This man, I realized, he saw the TV. He wanted to touch said TV.
Don't blame
So he
him.
pulled out all the drawers to climb up,
Which is very smart.
which is very smart, to climb up to try to touch the TV. However, he didn't realize when he got to the top, timber.
Oh my God.
When I say, bro, me and no cap, ask Bakari, I didn't speak.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hold. I didn't want to listen. Ariana was a single mother that day. I said, I don't want to talk,
man.
speak, nothing to this child today. Nothing.
They came to the fish fry
Over a
same
TV?
day. I
Bruh.
said, oh,
I was hot.
Over
hey,
a
man, how's the
TV?
TV. Aaron, I was like,
Talk about
now what happened?
it. We don't talk about TV.
Isaiah was like he was 2, but I remember I looked in the back. He literally like shrunk in his seat because he knew what he did. And then so I ain't gonna lie, this wasn't an honest thing, but I wasn't saved like that. Then I tried to take it back to Walmart. I said, hey, I opened the box. This TV was messed up.
Wow.
The guy was like, man, it looked like somebody sat on it. Did you sit on the TV? I was like,
Why would I sit on it?
And then I got mad again. I was like, what I look like sitting on my TV? I said, does that make sense to you? I just came and sat on the TV, huh?
Wow.
Now, 100%, I was in the wrong. But
I would have done the same
my
thing.
goodness. Look, Isaiah can't touch, be around. He low-key avoids TVs now. He don't even know why, but
That's
I remember I went ham.
crazy. How you gonna do that to your son, man? It was an honest
Easy.
mistake. That's your fault.
All right.
That's your fault.
Like I said, look, how old is Zola?
And that's why
It's all right. In the year 2022, we bolt our TVs to the wall. Now she can't get to it.
Don't worry. Preach. Look,
Preach.
look, that's why I got mine bolted to my wall now.
It's
that's
all
why
right.
I think with me, like I guess I can give I can give Iris. She done something, but
I know one for you for sure.
for Chloe, it was probably about when she was Ivory's age. About to go to work, so I worked at Teleperformance.
Yeah.
We was about to walk out. Well, I was about to walk out because Brittany was going to take Chloe to daycare. All I see as I'm coming around my corner in my living room, Chloe, look, at about 2 years old, grabs my Xbox I had for probably about just a couple months.
She's strong enough?
Pulls it off the shelf, dog.
Crunch.
Drops it. Drop.
Done.
Oh, done
When I say, look,
Rat-a-tat-tatted and all the
everything
piece shattered.
inside me- No, it didn't shatter nothing like that. Thank God. But when I say I was furious,
Look, she came in, bro. I never forget.
I was.
What makes the story
furious,
funnier?
dog.
I remember
That's
Bakari
crazy.
called me. This again, he's a brand new Xbox at the time. We
Yeah.
played games a lot. So yeah, I remember he had saved up for it. He had done all this stuff where he was so excited. We played every other day. Next thing I know, I hear him talk about Chloe dropped my Xbox. I said, what? He said she picked it up and looked like she tombstoned it. on the
I
ground.
say, look, this is how young I was though. I was so hot. I called out from work.
Because your ex,
how young
you was
mine.
a
he
deep.
was trying to go to work anyway.
My
You was
mind
a deep.
I ain't never
was in
looked.
such disarray.
I'm calling out of work. We're calling out
Look,
of
I gotta
work.
call out of work because I can't handle
How
this.
you call it? How you explain that to your boss? Look,
What you-
hey,
I
my
don't
baby
care.
just dropped my Xbox.
That-
I don't care.
Wow.
Your count's in the negative right now. Look at my Xbox is dropped.
Wow.
My Xbox.
You
Forget your
big
Xbox.
bugging.
So now, which I realize, which I'm trying to work on, if my kids do something, I try to sit there and say, was it done intentionally or was it done by
Nah, forget that.
mistake?
Some stuff you be like, son. I'll be like, what was going on in your mind when you really thought this through?
So I try to think it through. So for Kari, I'll give y'all this one. We had just bought him this axe, the axe thing he got, axe throwing.
Oh yeah.
Dang, already?
The
That was
Nerf
last year.
The Nerf axe
yeah.
throwing joint.
Yeah.
Man, he had it set up right behind this wall.
Yup.
And I go out.
Yeah, that joke.
I go out
Oh,
of the house to go get something.
Yeah.
And then him and Brittany are playing. This was Brittany.
Now,
was
I'm pretty sure we
included
were
with
here
this.
doing a podcast that day.
Yeah, bro. When I sit there and say
yeah.
they was throwing these
recent.
axes left and right, just missing things.
On purpose.
Look, I come up the steps, open the door, look to my left. Why does it look like it was probably about, I say almost 2,000 dot marks in my wall?
Not dot mark.
Dot
dents.
dents, dot mark, slashes. The hash slinging slash was
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
on my wall. Just,
Do it again.
look, the hash
The
slinging
sash
slash.
ringing. The
Man,
sash
when I
ringing.
say I was, because the only thing I could think in my mind,
Wow.
He ain't get that
Yo.
deposit back.
I gotta fix this.
He lost the deposit.
How?
I'm gonna have to sit there and mud this wall. Look, sand it down and then repaint this. I'm talking about from the top all the way down to the bottom.
Bro, y'all-
I said y'all was throwing with y'all's eyes closed.
Oh, absolutely.
I said y'all wasn't even aiming for that.
Those were actual holes in the wall.
Those
Bro,
real
those are
holes. I saw-
holes.
I
It's
saw.
it's not little black marks.
Yeah, I thought they were like
no, them
little
are holes,
scuffs.
bro. Holes,
The sash ringing.
holes out
Throw
here.
all the kids away.
Over 2,000 different
Oh,
marks
bro,
on
I
the
was
wall.
kids
furious.
I remember I came over. He didn't tell me nothing about it.
Yeah.
First thing I do, I walk up the steps. Hey, what happened to your wall, bro? He said. He looked at me and said, "He said, I want to talk about it." I was like,
Let's not
"Oh,
talk
okay."
And Ivory, like I said, only thing she done, which I mean, it's still a big deal, but I guess it's kids though. I
See,
can
look,
expect it.
you see what happened when he got the baby. Look, baby, right
Hey,
there.
man, it's all
He
right.
went from I
I
was
can
fighting the
expect
kids
this
all of a sudden.
because
It was just a baby.
She did. She took a permanent marker,
Oh.
like one of those black permanent markers.
Yeah.
Diabolical.
She drew on Chloe's. Well, it was her room at the time. She drew on Chloe's floor upstairs. And I mean a whole art gallery up there
On the floor?
floor.
On the
Make
carpet?
And then on my walls, she got I'm like, okay, God. Look.
Did you get the scrub? Did you get the eraser?
How'd you get it out?
I got it's still there, bro.
Whoa! He lost that deposit.
Nah, I can.
Landlord listening. He
There's
said,
a way I
Go
can
ahead. Check
There's
all
a
that
way I
out.
can get it out, but like I said, with everything going on right
gonna
now,
have
it's
to
just
bleach.
I haven't been able to. Yeah, you want to put bleach in the carpet because it actually.
You learned that the hard way, didn't you? I know you did.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
all right.
He said, I did.
But nah,
Hey,
I
don't
mean,
worry.
and now, like I said, now I just look at it as into was it done intentionally, or was it just trying to do something and this happened? Because if it was done intentionally, then yeah, I gotta correct it.
Or
But
was
if it's
that-
just like look, I didn't know this was gonna be the outcome of it. All right,
It
let's
was
just talk through
done
this
out
time.
of
Let's not-
lack
Most
of
ki-
supervision. Or it was done
not
out of
supervision because-
not lack of supervision, but done out of things that you didn't see happening. You didn't think of all the ways that
But
a
it's-
kid could be.
I'm be honest with
When I
you.
look at it, yeah, 'cause
Isaiah's
that's what I like. I don't want to, even when they do something like that, I try not to shut. Yeah, it might be frustrating, but also you got to think, just like how Isaiah pulled the things out one by one. Yo, that's creative. So I try not to shut that down.
Sounds good.
too
He done-
much.
he done
But
lose
you want
$100.
to you want to limit that creativity
Let me tell
in
you
your
now.
house.
He didn't lose $100 some odd dollars. That's what he's saying now.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
But,
I'm not giving
how much
Zola
time
a
we
marker
got?
on
What time is
purpose.
A few
I
minutes
got 42 minutes, about 43 minutes.
On your thing?
Yeah.
So we got about
about
43
two. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, come on, this feel like a long
So yeah,
podcast,
exactly.
though, right?
So for me, because Zola is only, she's about 15 months, I think.
Say a year, man. She's a year old.
She's over a year. I was one of those parents before I had kids. Stop aging your baby by months.
Bro,
Here
I
I am.
understand.
I
My
hate
baby
that with
too.
all my
At
heart.
15
Just
months?
say my baby's 24 months. She's 2 then.
Oh,
Just say
when
it.
it gets to that, yeah. But 15 months, I don't feel like doing the math and saying she's a year and 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So
say
since Zola, she's not really that destructive. All she'll do is walk into the kitchen and take my pots and pans out and start playing the drums. That's it.
I ain't
not
get
yet.
no sleep because of y'all.
That's
Y'all
it.
not gonna get no sleep
That
because of
is
me.
it. Oh, and what she'll do is because we have a dog, she'll go up to his food bowl and A-Town stomp his water bowl with
Golly.
the water in it. She'll go up to the counter.
Sugar Mom out here. Put my foot in it.
Why you stomping the bowl? Domino look at you like, yo, what you doing, fam?
She don't like nobody.
You gonna let this happen?
Yep, that is
Domino
it.
look at Joe.
He said, now when I bite it, I'm wrong though, right?
Oh,
When I bite it, I'm wrong.
here's how
If I
crazy
bark at her, I'm in trouble, right?
Here's how crazy I am. I will let Zola be all in Domino's face, and Domino be eyeing me like, you're not gonna do nothing. And I be looking at him like, I wish you would. I'm waiting for the day for Domino to think he get the gusto, just so I can throw hands.
Put the dog in the bed at home, man.
Yeah, just get, like,
Nah.
Hey,
Y'all
this
the best he
dog.
gonna
Y'all keeping the dog just so he can be beat by this child out here. You know
Zola
what?
loves Domino. But okay, so let me tell you another thing
You
that
gotta
Zola
let
does.
her express
whenever
it
I
with
give,
a lighter
whenever I give
attitude.
Zola French fries, she'll hold the French fry out to Domino, and I'm like, Zola, don't do that. I gotta give it a. And Domino will be like, he'd be looking at me like, you know I'm gonna eat that if she hold it out any longer. So Domino eats the French fry every time, and Zola has the audacity to cry. He ate my food. Nah, you held your hand out. What you think he's supposed to do?
I want him to sniff it.
No.
I wanted him to smell.
There's
but
none
I'm
of
gonna
that.
eat out here.
Oh, I made Zola a cheese and chicken quesadilla.
Oh, bougie kids, cheese and chicken out here.
Nah, I'm out here chefing for this baby.
I see.
But I gave it to Zola. She held it out.
All right. She's something good.
You gotta pause me at story time. You good, Ivory? So she held the quesadilla out with her hand, and she looked back at me. Domino swiped the whole half a quesadilla from
Got
Zola,
him.
and I wasn't fast enough to chase him upstairs. Boy, he took that thing and skirted off. You want to talk about being upset?
He said, look, but you want to do it again.
Oh, I bet you he didn't. But when the dog come downstairs licking his lips, that's the ultimate disrespect.
Yo, that was
Hey,
mad
man.
good. There. I like the seasoning that you use on that. Is that Dino's?
All right?
Hey, give me another one of those again.
That's that
Is
Tabitha
that
Brown.
Mrs. Dash?
That's that Tabitha Brown.
That Tabitha
season.
Brown?
Yeah, man. But hey, man, pretty decent podcast, right? I think we about on that time.
We're about that time.
Look at them watching us about that time.
All right, we'll go ahead and wrap this up.
Wrap it up like a burrito.
Again,
baby.
thank you for tuning in with us for episode 11.
11.
For Pops and Socks. So
11.
again, Ivory, want to thank Ivory for being so good.
Thank
She
you,
was
baby.
I'm gonna let y'all
Ivory.
know she'll probably be here for next episode too.
Yeah, more likely.
Possibly.
We might have her.
She
another
might
guest.
even be in the same outfit. You never know.
I like
A lot can happen in a
A lot
week.
can change. We might. Matter of fact, we might switch it up. We might bring the kids and stuff on there a little bit.
We might.
Huh?
Just shut up.
I don't got the Bible.
say
What you say to me?
Hush your mouth.
You
That's
say
basically-
Zozo?
So
Where's
basically what she
Zozo?
said to me.
Oh, she out of here.
Oh, she's out of here. All right. She said, all right. I love how she lives. She said, I'm not here for another one. Dang.
Nope.
But again, thank you for tuning in, rocking with us for another episode 11.
We love you
We
guys.
love you guys.
Peace out.
Cheers.
Peace.
Why you do this?
On the bottles. Everybody hold your bottles up.
Get
Hold your bottles up.
Get to the